and opinions on this show are for entertainment purposes only. The only factual information is any story that has happened to AT2 or the parties involved. Other than that, go ahead and get you a drink, get you something to eat, just relax and enjoy the show. Let's have fun. All right, y'all, let's get real. What's up, everybody, and welcome to a brand new episode of Talk the Real Deal with AT2. And of course, I'm your boy AT2. How everybody doing? How everybody living? How everybody feeling? Make sure before you do anything, make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit that like button, and make sure you send me some money. Oh, hold on. How y'all supposed to send me money if you don't know how? You can definitely send a super chat, super sticker, or you can go ahead and drop some in the PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, all that good stuff. And also, I wanted to let you know, so the links that my moderators drop and stuff like that, shout out to Mina, the hardest working mod. The links that my moderators drop and stuff like that, it's also in the description of the video. So any of the links that, if you missed it or anything like that, go ahead and hit the description of the video, and then you can see all those links in there. But let me start out by saying what's up to all my people. What's up, Michelle? What's up? Oh, okay. Let me be more specific. What's up, Michelle Carter from Philly? Shout out to everybody in Philly. The people from Philly have not been too nice to me, but it's a few of y'all I rock with. No, it's not Philly. It's the whole state of PA. But some of my supporters, my real hardcore supporters, do come from Pennsylvania, aka Philly. So I gotta give a shout out to y'all, even though some of the content creators are not so nice to me. What's up, Michelle Smith? What's up, Wendy Lucas? I love you. Thank you for coming. What's up, Rob? Thank you for being here. Who else we got up in this? Melanie Elliott, what's up? Velma, Yorkie, shout out to all my members. What's up, Hector? Y'all keep the bills paid, so definitely. Casey, all right. Shout out to everybody else. Oh, Miss Yolanda is back. Yes. Oh, you were at a diva retreat. Oh, okay. Once I hit, I said 20K, but I might do it earlier. I do want to do like some kind of like meet and greet or some kind of like retreat. Maybe not international yet, but some kind of retreat. One day we'll do that. Don't worry. I'm gonna work that out. What's up, Miracle? Thank you for coming. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it before the people that watch the replay tell me to shut the hell up and stop talking. So last night, Tasha K actually interviewed the dude, Tyrone Gilliams. Now, if you don't know who he is, he was the one that was with Cheray. Remember, there was a whole thing where he refused to film with her. He left her stranded in Philadelphia. Talking about Philadelphia. Left her stranded in Philadelphia. She was just looking dumb, totally skipped on the scene because he wanted some money. He even sent them a cease and desist and all that. Well, he actually did an interview with Tasha K. Now, I wouldn't call it an interview necessarily because he barely did any talking. He barely did any talking at all. It seemed like he was less than interested. And let me tell you, as a blogger, it's nothing worse than interviewing somebody and you trying to ask them questions and get information and they give you nothing. He barely gave her anything, but I'm just going to give you a highlight so you ain't got to watch the shit. All right. What's up, B and Brandee? What's up, Priscilla? What's up, CC Miller? Anyway, so he stated that he did end up filming a scene with Cheray. He flew to Atlanta back in February to do this whole scene. So there's like some kind of breakup scene that they had filmed, right? Because they're no longer together. So he did eventually come down here and film. He said that he knew Cheray before he went into prison, but they didn't build a relationship until after, he was already in there for some time or whatever, right? So then she asked him about did you have any relations with Nene Leakes and stuff like that. First he said he wouldn't answer a question like that because he's not that type of guy, but then he confirmed no, they never had relations or anything like that. So I guess that was just for the show. Now what I was confused about, because they were like, he was doing some kind of audition for a show, right? But I was a little confused because who are the two? Okay, so the Tyrone is the one closest to Tasha, right? That's the one that was dating Cheray and stuff like that from Real Housewives of Atlanta, right? But then the other two friends were there, and it was all like, wow. Who need an entourage to do an interview? What were they doing there? I guess they're a part of this new show. Basically, it's Love and Hip Hop Felon. I don't I don't know the real title of the show, but what I understood was that it was some kind of show about people that got out of prison and stuff like that. So it's something like Love and Hip Hop Felon. I don't know, but we'll definitely go ahead and keep our eye out for it. But other than that, like it was like pulling teeth when she was trying to get answers, and he just kind of like, oh yeah, well, yeah. And it's all like, Tasha, you should have just told us what he said instead of you trying to do an interview. You should have just told us what he had to say. You didn't have to show us this. It was no point. It kind of like he was less than interested in even doing the interview. So I think what it was is that the girl actually linked up. The one that was sitting across from Tasha, she's the one that actually linked them up and stuff like that. So she was responsible for getting Tasha this interview. So that's what she was doing there. Yeah, I just don't get it. I don't understand it, but hey, it is what it is. But yeah, so he did end up filming, and they'll show the whole breakup in this season of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now, moving on to Sheree, she had an interview with Carlos King. So Carlos King does this podcast. Remember, he was a former producer of Real Housewives of Atlanta, but then he got the boot because he's the one who told Phaedra to spread that nasty lie about Candy, having a dungeon and giving them the Bill Cosby treatment and, slipping something so that, and then they do whatever they're going to do, allegedly. He was the person, but he has denied, let me be fair, he has denied those claims that he was the producer who told her to do it. All right. You know how somebody lie to you and you just be like, all right. She needs to do as many videos so she can pay Cardi. You know what? They did make a few jokes about the Cardi B thing, and they're like, "Oh, are you gonna be able to pay that $4 million?" They did make some jokes about that, so yeah, that was funny. Not Love and Hip Hop. I don't remember what the name of it was. Like, he did have a title of the show, but I think it was Love and Hip Hop Felon or something like that. Yes, and make sure y'all hit that like button too as well. But yeah, it's no disrespect to him. I'm glad that he's working. He's working. At least he's out there working and producing his own ish. Anyway, moving on. So they had an interview. He talked about how Cheray doesn't get enough respect as Nene and Kim does for helping build Real Housewives of Atlanta. It was funny because like she actually agreed with them. And to tell you the truth, I agree too. From the Who Gonna Check Me Boo and the house that was supposed to be built years ago was never built until I think a couple of years ago. Like Sheree and had tried to snatch Kim wig off, and it was different moments. Like I remember watching the first few seasons of Real Housewives of Atlanta when she was on there, and I felt that she was an important key or a factor in the show. So it is sad that she's not looked at as the same as Kim and Nene for being an integral part of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. But let's do a commercial break real quick, you guys, and let's see. I want to ask you, put a 1 in the chat if you think that Cheray played an integral part in building the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Put a 2 if you never really cared about her. And we're going to do a commercial break from our sponsors. Make sure you guys check out Brandee. Being Brandee is the channel. She's a lifestyle channel. Make sure you guys check out her friend. All right, y'all. We're going to try to budget today. Wait, who am I kidding?
You know I ain't got no money up in my wallet, but I know a friend who can help you with that. Make sure you guys subscribe to our new friend, Being Brandee. She is an all-around lifestyle channel that teaches you about mental health, motherhood, and finances. Yes, finances. And did I forget to tell you that she has her own Etsy shop where she sells custom binders and envelopes? So make sure you guys subscribe now and also follow her on TikTok and Instagram.
Ooh, this has been very mixed. Okay. I'm gonna have to drop the link later and see your thoughts on that. Okay. Someone mentioned, I mentioned it earlier, but Chateau Cheray, like She by Cheray, all that is like classic. And I don't know if you guys know, I had told you guys a while ago that this season is going to be heavily centered around Cheray, the dating the felon dude, the She by Cheray, and then she brings a friend on to the show. She also brought previous housewives back to the show too as well. Lisa Wu, remember Lisa Wu? She's coming back. Believe it or not, season 1, Deshaun Snow is even coming back for the season finale, you know, with the She by Cheray fashion show. So she is an integral part, y'all. Like y'all just be hating. Not everybody is going to be Nene. Nene is not even Nene no damn more. Come on, y'all. She brought the gay guys, Dwight and the hairdresser. Miss Lawrence. Yeah. Oh, so she was okay. So she was responsible for bringing them. Okay. But yeah, so forth and so forth. Yeah, give Cheray her damn flowers. Anyway, going to the interview, she talked about how when she was asked to come back, she actually asked if Phaedra was coming back too. Now, they had basically tore down the fourth wall because, you know, Candy said if Phaedra comes back, then she's going to exit out of the show. I think it's best if Candy does exit from the show. We no longer need her. Like, I mean, you know, Todd, the mama, the babies, like we've seen the same storyline. It's only so much that she can give her. Where if Phaedra comes back, it would definitely boost up the ratings. I think at this point, we don't need Candy. Put a 1 in the chat if you still like Candy. Put a 2 in the chat if she can go and bring back Phaedra. Okay, put a 1 in the chat. You want Candy to stay. Put a 2 in the chat. You want Phaedra to come back. So yeah, let's ask that question. I'm gonna keep talking though. So she also said that she invited her to the season finale too as well. There we go. Y'all my people. See, that's why I like y'all. Y'all my people. See, what's up, Sebastian? Yeah, 2. We want Phaedra back. So anyway, she invited her to the season finale, but then she said, you know, is Candy gonna be there? So there's still like some tension and a riff, and so she ended up not coming. Now she did expose that the one of the issues that she had with Kim is like her best friend. You know, she had Kim back. You know, Cheray even lost her black card defending Kim a lot of the times. You know what I mean? So Cheray was very upset that Kim did not come to the fashion show. Now, she said a lot of times, a lot of the former cast members and stuff like that will only come to the events for a check, if they're getting a check or something like that, which I can definitely understand. But if Kim is supposed to be Cheray's friend in real life, you should have came, Kim. Kim, why didn't you come? Like, you could have just came for a second. It's not like you had a film or anything. You could have said, hey, I'm going to show up. Please don't film me. That would have been easy. You know, I'm going to show up, sit there, say congratulations, but I'm not going to be there. And she was highly upset because she has came on Sheray's show Cheray has came on Kim's show. Remember, Kim had that horrible spinoff that nobody watched? You know, she had that show, and Cheray showed up for that show, the wedding special with Candy, and like she showed up to plenty of the events. She said not all of the events, but she showed up to events without her getting a paycheck. So she felt like Kim should at least did the same thing, considering that's supposed to be her quote unquote friend. Um, she also talked about how the previous season didn't seem natural. It wasn't like a natural friendship. She said, you know, a lot of it is that I seen a meme the other day that described the housewives. A lot of you guys don't know that not into reality TV. A lot of these people aren't friends. They never were friends. The producer says like, "Hey, I want you to meet blah blah blah. Can you introduce them to everybody?" That's how they do it. And I seen a meme basically saying like, it made a joke like saying, "Hey, we're gonna invite this girl that we don't even know and pretend like we actually care and that she's been our friend. Okay, you guys, you're ready." It was basically breaking down that fourth wall, but that's how it is. And so Cheray said this season they're actually friends and they have a friendship and they talk to each other off camera, where, you know, usually it's like they film their scene and then they don't talk at all. So she said it's back to that friendship. They talked also about the first couple of seasons of Real Housewives, and she mentioned that there was a whole scene where Nene wasn't invited to a party or something like that. Her name wasn't on the list. She said the reason why Nene's name wasn't on the list is because she really wasn't rocking with Nene at the time. She said they had a meeting at a restaurant and it almost came to blows. And so that's why she did not end up inviting Nene. And then she really left her off the list. She was all like, you know, even though and I'm paraphrasing, even though we're filming a show, if I don't like you or I don't rock with you, I don't want you to come. So, you know, you got to respect that right there. Like, don't come. Like, if we don't talk to each other, we don't rock with each other, don't come to my show. Like, or don't come to my home. Like, I don't want you there. So that's how that whole, you know, Nene not being on the list. She really did not put her on the list. But overall, I felt like it was a good interview, and I felt that, you know, it did speak a lot to a lot of the concerns with the previous seasons that did not work, and just her, you know, giving Cheray her flowers. You know, I definitely think, I know some of y'all said she don't need to be there. You know, you don't care about her, but she was. I don't think the show I think the show would have progressed, obviously. Like, let's not get it twisted. But she was a part of building that, you know. Thank you. What's up, Niners lady? What's up, Laugh Gas and Gossip? Yeah, I remember that she acted like it was an oversight. Yeah, but that was the real reason. So they did give a little information on that. All right, y'all. We are going to go ahead and play a commercial. And then I'm going to go ahead and drop the link if any of y'all have anything y'all want to say. And what's up, Queen? Thank you for coming. What did Queen say before we do commercial break? We're ready for a new cast of married women. I'm tired of the same old story. You know, that's a good question. Let me ask that question, y'all. Queen cracked me up. Let me go ahead and ask a question while we do a commercial break. Put a 1 in the chat if it's important for the housewives to be married. Put a 2 in the chat. You don't really care if they're married or not.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy AT2, and a lot of people want to know, like, hey, AT2, I want to be able to use StreamYard like you. You know, can you help me out? Well, you are in luck. I am going to go ahead and be teaching StreamYard classes. Go ahead and hit me up on Instagram, either at AT2_for_real, or hit me up via email at AT2entertainmentbooking@gmail.com. Again, AT2entertainmentbooking@gmail.com. I'll definitely hit you back, let you know what the price is, because you can't be telling everybody your prices. Hey, do you have a business, a YouTube channel, or whatever you want to promote on AT2's channel?
Yeah, I'm AT2.
If you want to promote on my channel, please just let me know. I can even create the promo video for you if you would like. Just hit me up either in the DM on Instagram, AT2_for_real, or hit me up via email at AT2entertainmentbooking@gmail.com. Again, that's AT2entertainmentbooking@gmail.com. I'll let you know the prices, what I can help you with, and we'll come up with a plan. Another thing, I'm unemployed, so I can't be hooking y'all up with discounts and stuff until the business get off the ground. Y'all know what it. Help a brother out. Y'all know how it is.
Right. Before I let my guest on, a lot of you say 2, so you don't care. I would say 2, but if it's going to be called the Real Housewives, I do think it's important that majority of them are married or separated or something within that affect some within marriage rather than just random single women. I think having one or two single ones that are trying to get married or at least engaged would be better. The senior citizen versus See, we gonna go down a rabbit hole. Let me let my guest start real quick. What's up, Sebastian? Thank you for coming on. How you doing?
I'm great, AT2. I'm great. I love this live that you're doing. I'm gonna put in my AirPods. Tell me if you can still hear me.
Okay. I had to turn up my volume real quick. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me still?
Oh yeah, I can still hear you.
Okay.
My volume is always low whenever somebody come on. I don't know if it does that automatically or whatnot, but yeah, you sound good though. Are you still putting them in?
Yeah, they're still in.
Okay, good. What you want to sound off on, Sheree, Tyrone? Like, which one you want to talk about?
Cheray needs to stop. Okay, Cheray, she needs to stop.
Why you say that?
You can't be messing out with these former federal prisoners. That's what Phaedra did. Phaedra made that same mistake with Apollo.
Oh, you are right.
Apollo served time before, and did the same thing again.
Do you think that how do I put this? Do you think that, well, I think with Phaedra it's probably different because they were together before the show. But do you think that, hey, let me date somebody in prison so I can be like on the show and have a storyline? Because you don't want somebody just average Joe because there's no story to it.
I have an answer for that. If she's
Okay.
so called needed a storyline because she had a man in prison, I think she would have been on the show for season 11, 12, and 13. Ooh.
Oh, damn. All right, Monica. Yeah, that's right, Queen. But do you like who can you see Sheree with? Like, do you think that she should have someone, or do you think that she should just be one of the single ex divorcees of the show?
No, I think Cheray should have someone. I think she actually needs to go on one of those celebrity dating shows. I think she'd be great on one of them. But also about the housewives thing, I don't know how to feel about Phaedra. I'm double sided on it. Even though I said two, I think she should come back, but I understand why Candy does not want Phaedra back. Like Phaedra really did something that bad, and Phaedra knows very well. And I don't know how Porsha got away with it. Porsha, I don't know. I don't know. She doesn't know what she's doing. She don't even know what the railroad is.
I have to ask that question too because I know I know the allegations were serious. Don't get me wrong, but how did Portia get away with it? And is it because Phaedra told? Well, if I told you something, but you, damn, this kind of goes into a situation that I was in. Wink, wink. Where people ran with a rumor and then they were like, well, I wasn't the one who started it. This person did. Well, if you were helping spreading the rumor, you're still a shitty person, right?
Exactly. And that's not the worst part. The worst part is Portia said it on camera too. They
Yeah.
should have went into private with Candy. But Candy, my message to Candy is if you're willing to forgive Portia and everything, because Portia has done worse to you, Candy. This is not the only thing Portia has done to you.
Mm-hmm.
If you're willing to forgive Portia and everything, you should be willing to forgive Phaedra as well.
Right, right. And talk about it on the show. Listen, it'll give Candy a storyline. Let me add Toria on here too. Toria, what's your thoughts on Phaedra coming back? Do you think she should be banned forever or do you think she should come back?
I think she should come back. I miss Phaedra. She was funny
She brought
and
shade.
Yeah,
she
she was
always
shady.
had the shade. She was a good shader. And if they was gonna kick Phaedra off for the rumor, it should have been both of them because Portia started the rumor. Sure, Portia had a spinoff and everything else.
Right.
And
Two spin-offs. Two spin-offs.
right, and I heard that they're supposed to be bringing that her back with his family, and all his family is supposed to be on this one.
Who?
Oh God.
Who?
Did y'all like the Porsche show? Let me know in the chat if y'all like the Porsche show. But Sebastian, did you like the Porsche show?
No, I hated that show. All that show was just violent, screaming, ghetto. It was just horrible. That show was horrible.
Right.
Like, Portia knows that there is a stereotype for black women, and she brought that whole stereotype on that show. And I don't think Portia is fit for reality TV. I don't care what anyone says. That girl, she
Mm.
needs help. She needs help. Portia needs help. And I still don't see her married with Simon yet. Oh,
She's a
Damn.
gold digger. She's a gold
Right.
digger.
but the
I
thing is,
definitely think she looks for she's an opportunist. I'll say that.
people are saying that I remember on an Instagram post someone was saying that, oh, Portia could have like a learning disability. Trust me, I don't think Portia has a learning disability. If she knows how to get under a married African man for money and cars and shoes and a bag, just like Claudia Jordan said, she does not have a learning disability.
Oh no.
Her mama taught her to do that. Her mama
Oh,
taught her to do that.
And so Toria, you saying it runs in the family?
Yep. Her mama, she learned all that stuff from her mother.
Oh
And
no.
I think her sister is a little bit cuckoo too.
Wow. You know what? The whole family might be. Yeah, y'all right. The whole family might be messed up.
The
Let me
only
ask.
one only one was smart on the show was some of her aunts. They was like, who
and the
are these
Yeah,
cousin,
yeah.
people?
Some of the aunts. Yeah,
and the
but then I
cousin,
totally stopped watching it.
the cousin too, Londi, the one that Portia made Dennis fire.
Oh
The
yeah,
big girl.
yeah,
Yeah, I like her. She's good.
yeah. What do you guys think about Kim not doing a favor for Cheray and not coming to the fashion show? And Cheray is, very hurt. She's slighted by that. Toria, let me start out with you. What do you think? Should Kim have came to the fashion show even though she's not on the show?
I think she should have made an appearance because of the fact she don't have anything going on right now, and rumors are she's broke. Um, I really did like her show, and I'm gonna tell you why I like Kim's show. Not for Kim, and not for her two airhead daughters, because the one daughter, they had to take the door off her room so she wouldn't sneak out at night. The other daughter is definitely something's wrong with her. She always is doing something to her face. That child needs to leave her face alone. But the little kids, they were so funny. The stuff they would say out their mouths, they were quick
Oh,
witted, and they spoke two different languages. They would talk to Kim, and Kim wouldn't understand a word they were saying, and I used to crack up. But they would put the words across the screen what they were saying, and it would be hilarious. The
What
little
oh,
kids
okay.
was good.
what languages were they speaking?
Spanish.
Oh,
The
oh, okay.
maid, the maid taught them when they was real little. As soon as they could start talking, the
Oh,
maid taught them. And they spoke it very well, that they could go out in the world. If that's the only language they knew, they could speak it very well. And I like the fact that Croy spent so much time with his children. So many deadbeat fathers out there. The love he has for his boys and his little girls, I mean, that came across in the show. And when they did this trip on an RV and went across the country,
that was the
it was
last season, right?
hilarious. Huh?
That was the last season, right?
Right. And it was really good. I watched the whole season, all her seasons she had. I watched every one of them because of the kids. I really enjoyed the kids on the show. But it wasn't for her
Oh, okay.
daughters.
Oh, okay. And Sebastian, do you think that Kim should have showed up to the fashion show?
Listen, Kim, as Candy says, I never missed a beat or a bag. And Kim, her husband doesn't have a job right now, as Kenya Moore said. So I don't
Mm.
blame her for not showing up. She needs that money. She needs money. And Sheree, they're probably not gonna pay Kim.
Right, right. So you said she definitely should have got some kind of payment or something and not do no freebies for her own friend. Her own friend.
But
Well,
it's
there's
no,
no
she
friends
was
in reality
wrong
TV.
because Cheray was on her show. Cheray came on her show and wasn't getting paid for it. Cheray would just show up at Kim's house. They were really close. They stayed close. So she was wrong. She should have supported her friend and
She
just
should have.
excused the bag at the time.
I agree, she should have. But one thing I'm gonna say is, in reality TV, especially in this TV show, I
Hmm.
don't even think they're actually friends. Like all these people on these reality TV shows, like Teresa Giudice and Dolores Catania, I don't even think they're actually friends.
Yeah. Well, I was talking about that. A lot of them are like not really friends. It's more like, hey, pretend like this is your homie that you've been known.
Yeah.
But with the real and in the interview, and I do want you guys to listen to it. But in the interview with Carlos King, she talked about how the reason why season 1, 2, 3 worked is because they actually were a real group of friends. Where now it seems like the people are heavily produced. Oh, I forgot to mention this. Where it seems like they're heavily produced, where you'll walk into a room and then do something dramatic for no reason, and everybody's kind of like, "Why'd you do that?" Where if you're having a natural conversation and the conversation get heated, that's a natural reaction. I think it's too overly produced, and she said like they kind of got back to square one. So she said that her and Kim actually do talk, and they are friends.
I agree that the show is heavily produced because you know yourself, it don't take 18 hours to do one sit down lunch or one sit down dinner.
That is 100% true.
Yeah.
And it's funny to me. It's I'm I'm looking forward to seeing a couple of the new ones that's getting ready to come back. What's that? Beverly Hills. I'm looking forward to seeing that. Not Erica, but
Yeah.
I'm kind of
Hang the
over.
victims, but yeah.
I'm kind of over Atlanta. I don't think Atlanta is really going to be the season that they think is going to bring them back. I
Oh.
just don't see it.
Should they
Now, if
cancel Atlanta, Toria?
I said they should have canceled it after the whole Bolo thing. They should have
Oh,
been canceled that.
mm,
That
mm.
was the worst season to me ever.
Damn.
And
What about you, Sebastian? You think they should cancel it, or do you feel like it's gonna make a comeback?
what can they
Listen,
tell us, Sebastian, ATT? What can they show us that we don't
oh,
already know about them? I
Atlanta.
mean, it's the same dried out stuff over again. Somebody's going to get mad because somebody says something so stupid, and they're going to drag it out the whole season over one little comment that wasn't really all that anyway. I'm just over Atlanta. Unless
Okay.
Mm,
they bring back Phaedra, Dwight, Miss Lawrence, and all of them, then it
The
was
old school crew.
entertaining.
Yeah,
It was, it
I
was
can see that. Sebastian, I'll let you answer first.
okay, Atlanta has been going horribly. Like last season, I didn't like last season at all. It was horrible. Do I think the show should be canceled? No. But do I think the show needs to be moved to Peacock for a while? Yes. I think
Mm.
they should move it to Peacock for a while. For a while. And if it doesn't work out on Peacock, then it's gonna have to be like Miami and take a little sabbatical for a while.
Right, right, right. And what I was gonna say is that if we're to be totally honest, all of them are like heavily like petty, like, oh, she said this about me, and it's the same kind of fights when it's like the same people. I think one of the best things to do is do a rotation cast, if that makes sense. Like there should be like a winter and maybe like a summer season. Like there's a summer cast and a winter cast, and they interchange them like that, because it does get repetitive. And then I think that some people like the old school and some people like the new school. I know with New York, they're doing the legacy, and then they're doing like a reboot of the new cast. So it's a lot of that back and forth kind of stuff. But I think the shows probably need to take like a few years off and then come back. I think Potomac has kind of replaced Atlanta, and I want to talk about the ratings real quick before I ask my next question. So Atlanta is still the number one show. However, Beverly Hills did have the better ratings compared to last season. But Atlanta is still the overall the Housewives franchise. So I do want to clarify that. But I wanted to ask now, they recently came out with a new photo shoot. And I was kind of like, oh, well, I was like, oh, maybe they paid for a new photo shoot, or, Bravo decided to release like extra, not new, a new photo shoot, but paid extra photos. Well, come to find out, the girls had to put their money together and redo it because they didn't like the promos and the stuff that they got before. I'm going to start with Sebastian, then go to Toria. Sebastian, what do you think about them actually having to do their own promo because they didn't like the ones that they were giving?
This is not new. About the girls doing their own promo, it's not new. I believe Kenya Moore said it in an interview a couple years ago. I believe so. It's
Oh,
not a new
really?
thing. It's not a new thing. Sometimes they do have to pay out of their pocket for certain things. But what I want to say, I want to talk about the legacy New York and the regular New York. I don't like that. Like I don't like that. Like
Mm.
there is no New York Housewives. This can be so controversial without Ramona, without Luann, and without Sonia Morgan, especially Sonia Morgan. I don't care what anyone says. As long as I see those three, that's what I'll watch. I am not gonna watch Legacy New York. If you guys want to create a Legacy New York where we're gonna have to get rid of the OG RHONY, we gotta get rid of the OG one and just you guys could put your whole new cast on that show. I'm not gonna do
Mm.
two shows, Legacy and not Legacy. Then it'll be confusing. Like I'll be like, oh, what did I watch? It'll be so confusing. Like
Oh, you think you'll be well? One's supposed to go on Peacock, and then one's supposed to go on Bravo.
that's too much.
You
I'm not
still
gonna.
don't like that?
No,
Latoya, let me ask you, what do you think about the legacy versus the reboot? Do you like that concept?
Well, honestly, I would watch Sonia Morgan because I absolutely love her,
me
but
too.
I refuse to watch anything that Ramona's in or Luann.
Oh no! You're
Right.
not gonna do Luann de Lesseps like that.
Get rid of the
I'm
oh.
sorry, Luann, what she said, I totally believe that she meant what she said about talking about the LGBTQ community. I totally believe that. I believe because they're the only ones that truly come to her cabaret shows that support that because she can't sing. And
What did she
I think
say?
she just was using that to make money that she really, when she got drunk, a drunk tells the truth when they're drunk. And
Mm.
she
What
was
did she
drunk and
say?
she said a lot of hateful things about the LGBT community. And I will not forgive her for that because I
Oh,
do have a
wow.
daughter that is in that community and I love my daughter and I support her. And I'm not going to accept that from Luann.
I
And
I
Ramona
heard
is
something about her
racist.
being drunk, but I didn't hear anything that she
She
had said or
said,
nothing.
Yeah, she had a lot of things. They caught her on a hot mic and she stayed quiet for a little while. Then she came out and said she was truly sorry and blah, blah. You know the whole thing when they get caught
Oh,
and
yeah, the
went
fake
on an
apology, of
apology tour.
course.
And I was not going for her apology tour because Luann has a problem. She's a drunk and she needs all of them on that show, I think, was drunks. And that's another thing with Bravo. I don't think they should promote women tearing apart each other the way they do sometimes. It's just, I mean, we like to see drama, but sometimes I think they get carried away with it. And
they
I don't
told
like
me.
to see women that's successful get torn down. I just, I think that's why I'm over Atlanta because I
Mm.
like to see people, young people in their age bracket, because I'm way older than them, but successful, and I like to see that.
I
And
have a
when I
question.
see them getting these catty fights, now Kenya, I always couldn't stand Kenya
Oh
until
Hmm.
I watched the Ultimate Girls Trip. After I seen Kenya in the Ultimate Girls
Oh,
Trip,
you watched the
I
oh, okay.
totally had a new perspective on Kenya, and I truly, actually, generally felt sorry for what she was going through with Mark and her whole divorce. Before, by me going to New York and going to his restaurant and eating there before, and Kenya was at that restaurant and she was so rude to the people, but everybody has a bad day. So
Right.
I sort of let that slide.
Yeah, I
But
know. I
that
didn't
Ultimate
watch.
Girls Trip was good.
I didn't watch that one. But I know the new one is coming up, and that one does feature Phaedra. So I think that one
And
I
Eva.
will definitely
Eva.
watch. But Sebastian, what were you
Phaedra,
trying to ask?
Phaedra, Vicky Gumelson, Jill Zarin from New York, they're all going to be there.
Okay. My question is, since that Toria said that she doesn't like the way that they're just women are being so hateful to each other on some of these shows. Like, is that why? Do you like Potomac more because like they resolve their issues and they calm down? And Potomac has 4 OGs. It has the longest OGs for that long seasons. Potomac has 4 OGs. Do you like Potomac more?
Well,
Mm.
from I was born in Italy. I was in New York after that, and then I grew up in Maryland. So I was kind of partial to them in the beginning, but Giselle, by me going to her husband's church, and she was first lady of the church when I was going to the church.
Really?
Let me turn off my camera.
She was really, really not a good first lady, and she still couldn't dress back then, and she still can't dress now. She never did her responsibilities in the church, and it was like more she wanted to be there for we started filming the
The-
services and stuff, and she was like front and center for the camera. Like most good first ladies at the church, they have a prayer group separate from
uh-huh.
what the husband's doing and
Yeah,
all
they're
that. She
supposed to be
didn't do
really
that.
active in the
Right.
church.
She was not active in the church at all. At all.
Wow,
So
that is
AT2, I
crazy.
just wanted to jump in and you made it earlier. Hey everybody, hey panel. You made a
Hey, sweetie.
question earlier when you were asking about should Real Housewives of Atlanta be, should it be canceled? And I just think
Mhm.
that reality shows are just the Bravo brand, at least it's just getting kind of tired. The format is the same, it's not new. So like I think this new
Mhm.
show, Rich, Young, and African, I think
I
like
love
stuff
that
like that,
show.
like huh?
I love that show.
Right. It's like it's interjecting something new. We get to see a new culture, language, their fashions. And Real Housewives of Atlanta, they're not really bringing anything new. Even though they've
Mhm.
rotated out some of the OGs, it's just not fresh anymore. It's the same template.
You're
Right,
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 last
right. And
gossip. You
thank
are
you,
definitely
Rosalind, for
right.
the $20. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I appreciate
Now
that.
I am looking forward to seeing Dubai because
Yep.
Freddie,
Oh
Freddie
yeah.
82. He said that is really a good show. They were seeing it already in England before we got to see it. So
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing that because of what last gossip just said, because of the fashion and the culture. I just got into the one on Netflix. I'm just starting it. I'm only halfway through the first episode. I'm gonna do
Oh,
that this
okay. Okay.
weekend.
So
Okay.
I'm
Miss
gonna
And
finish
Miss
that
Tor
up.
Miss Toria, you're from Italy.
Yes, ma'am.
I've visited 2 times. I've been to your country.
It's beautiful. I was born in Sicily.
I
oh,
when I
okay.
and when actually took my daughter 2 times, and the Italian people are so friendly to African Americans. They're just wonderful.
Thank you, hon. Thank you for
Yeah.
that. And
All right.
by the
Oh,
way, I've
go.
been married to a black man for 37 years, so I love the culture.
Shout out to Toria real quick. But you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all go. I just want to say thank y'all for coming on. Shout out to you, Toria. Shout out to Sebastian. Thank you, Laugh Gas and Gossip, for coming. I appreciate y'all for coming up and then just giving your opinion.
I love you with all
Uh,
my heart.
yes. Oh, and thank you for having my back, but we'll talk about that offline.
Okay, baby.
All right.
All
Thanks,
right. Thank you,
82.
Sebastian.
Bye bye.
All right. Bye, Laugh Gas and Gossip. You have a good one. Did you want to say anything else? I know you were just up here for a short time. Did you want to say anything else?
No, I'm just waiting for my promo. I'm
Oh,
excited.
we'll talk about that as well
Okay.
too.
All right.
All right,
Bye
you
bye.
guys have a good one. All right, y'all. It's been a great show. I just want to say thank you to everybody. I don't know if I got any super chat, cash up, PayPals, but I did see a super chat from Rosalind. Thank you. Shout out to you. And she's also a member too, as well, which you remember all the links that my moderators drop, they all underneath. So you guys can definitely go ahead and check those out as well too. Make sure you guys hit that like button as well. Shout out to everybody. This has been a good show, actually. So I guess, yes, that makes it official. I will be covering the Real Housewives of Atlanta. So there you go. All right, y'all, we're going to get out of here. But before we get out of here, I just want to say love each and every one of you. Deuces. We out. Oh, and make sure you subscribe and hit that like button and all that good shit. All right.